Happy day. How did they get in there? Hey, we got a picture of a horse. How did he get in there? Hey, we got another picture of a cow. How did he get in there? Hey, we got a picture of a donkey. How did he get in there? Hey, we got a picture of a jackbutt. How did he get in there? Hey, I don't get it. Who'll ever get it? I'll never get it. Will you get it? Somebody's got to get it. We got to figure it out, because I got to tell you, the prime mistake in Canada, he's about as solid as a soup sandwich. And we need a little bit more strength in a soup sandwich. Don't you know the Liberals? That'd be him, the prime mistake in all of his gang of cutthroats, because they're out there cutting the throats of every Canadian in the land. It is bizarre what's going on. They're hurting Canadians. They're hurting the country. The Liberals canceled the Northern Gateway pipeline a long time ago, and $7.9 billion in jobs and economic opportunities disappeared. Wow. Then the federal government killed the almost $16 billion Energy East pipeline. A whole bunch more jobs and stuff disappeared, and foreign oil now is being purchased instead of Alberta oil, and roughly $36 billion now has left Alberta alone for other jurisdictions, other places in the world, because of what the government has done. The Liberal government, they're all environmentalists, right? They all want to have an omelet, and they never want to break an egg, and they're too smart for that, but it doesn't work that way, and they just keep on being themselves, and it's kind of tough. But now Kinder Morgan has said, we're leaving as well, because this is just crazy. I mean, you guys, goodbye. And the government comes along and said, well, hold it, we'll buy it. We'll buy it? You're the same guys that have been closing down pipelines left, right, and center, and now you're going to go and buy it? How are you going to do that? You have no money. You give money to Africa and every other nation. Where's the money coming from? Oh, from the Canadians. You're going to go beat up your own people, back to the cutthroat thing, give us more money, we're going to go out and buy what we've always tried to close, and now we're going to buy with your money. It's another piece of that socialist puzzle, right? And they're doing that, and it's just a terrible, terrible thing. They say it's going to cost $4.5 billion. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. When the government says something, think of the gun registry. We're going to put it in for a couple of $100,000, right? Costs billions and billions and billions of dollars, and now they're saying we're going to do it with this pipeline. It's a travesty. I mean, they're nationalizing the oil business. And also, there's another little piece to this play, and that is you got to get through British Columbia. And the government is now saying we can do that. But they can't. They've also said we're going to give all the power that we can possibly give to the Indian nation. And the Indians are saying, we don't want this. And the politicians in British Columbia are saying, we don't want this. So you're going to have everything tied up in court for a long, long time, which includes the money of the taxpayer. Billions of dollars are going to be tied up in court with no movement. Go out and buy a brand new car and put it in your garage and just never drive it. Kind of a waste of money. And that's what they're doing. They're doing it to their own citizens. Their own citizenry. Canada's mixed up like a dog's breakfast anyway. There's so many different things. I'm going to jump a little bit from the total waste and stupidity of the government and maybe of us, the people. Somebody voted for these people. I hope so. Probably not, because when you're that dumb, you're also crooked. You're probably in there counting. It's not who votes that counts, it's who counts the votes that counts. I'm all fired up. It's time. I used to think you got to protect your country for your grandchildren. That's no longer the case. Canada's collapsing at such an alarming rate. We got to protect it for ourselves. Next Tuesday, the whole thing might fall apart. Who can afford to live here anymore? This thing is totally out of control. In Canada, you have an MNA, just to kind of add to it. I'm away from the money thing now. I'm getting into some disorganization or dysfunction of a country. An MNA is a member of the National Assembly in Quebec. An MPP is a member of the Legislative Assembly in Ontario. An MLA is, in most other provinces, members of the Legislative Assembly. Quebec's leader is referred to as a prime minister. Other provinces have premiers. Newfoundland and Labrador have the House of Assembly. New Brunswick has the Legislative Council. Again, back to that dog and his breakfast. Everything is so mixed up. You got to pull it together. You need a different government. You need people with a mind. I don't know how a guy like the prime mistake has managed to pull so many people together with, I want to say, same mindsets, but again, I've already said they don't have a mind, but the same kind of outlook, I guess. I mean, how's that happen? Where did all these crazy people come from that are out to destroy our country? And they are successful in that so far. You got to stop them. What's the solution? I guess vote Conservative. They're better than this. I wish there'd be a whole bunch better, but maybe they'll get that way if you push them and I push them and everybody else, and you all come back tomorrow. I'm going to have more for you from the right. See ya.